The reason I'm here tonight is because I have been a huge admirer of the work of John MacKenna for many years. I think he is one of the best writers in Ireland, and I came to him first of all because I knew that he wrote about this area, and I was very familiar with Castledermot and Ballytower, Mullaghmast, and he spoke to me. His beautiful, simple, elegant prose really spoke to me, and I identified with it. And when I came to write myself, that was the kind of writing that I was drawn to. The second thing is that I was in Montreal a few years ago, and one of the most striking things about the street there is there's a huge mural on the, or as they used to say in Dublin, a mural, on the wall of Leonard Cohen. And you can see it from so many vantage points in the city, but it expresses how proud people are of this great artist who came from this city. And the idea of John MacKenna and Leonard Cohen collaborating is a most exciting thing. And there are no bridges, no borders, no languages that separate great artists. And I spent a lot of time in Ballytower and Mullaghmast when I was a child, and it had such a huge effect on me that I've never forgotten it. It gave me a great appreciation of the world of nature. It gave me a tremendous joy in just what it means to be part of a small community. And the landscape itself has never left me. I could tell you every house, every field, every stick and stone of this road. So this part of the world means something to me, deeply in my heart. I remember once in a blue moon we get the big opportunity of going to Athy. The excitement of going to Athy, I can't describe it to you. It was, and there was only one car, so all the kids had to get into one car, so it depended on who was driving that car. It's only 7 miles away, but it might as well have been on another continent. Just to say that Athy, the surrounding area, never left me. And in the book that I wrote, I tried to capture something of that world. But what else did I want to say? Oh yeah, to encourage children to read. You can't give them a greater gift because you're opening, you're imbuing them with a sense of curiosity that will last them throughout their world. And you're never alone when you have a book. When you open the pages of a book with excitement and you follow it through, you're changed. You're changed forever, really. And we can look back to those books that we love, and we can think about them and remember who we were when we read them. The first book I ever read was The Wind in the Willows by Kenneth Grahame, and I reread it again, so many times. I've read it to my children, I've recommended it to people, but it made such a huge impression on me. Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson. They were the first 2 books I read. And I still read today, and I read as much as I can. And so much of that was due to a couple of teachers at school who encouraged reading. My mother was a big reader and encouraged me along that route. And also the local library. I actually really went there to meet girls, but I wasn't meeting any, so I decided to read instead. Anyway, thank you so much for inviting me to this beautiful place. And I am really honored to say that I'm something of a friend of John MacKenna's, and that's an honor for me as well. And thank you to these wonderful musicians who did such an incredible job. think Leonard would have been very happy to hear that. Anyway, thank you so much, and I don't know what else to say. I've run out of things. Thank you so much.